Hey, wonderful global people. Here's another culture moment. Here's something that I get quite a bit from clients who just started working in another culture. And it often goes something like this. Yeah, this person at work said something / did something, and that was so hurtful, or they stepped on my toes, or they don't understand me. And well, you get the drift. It's always a blame. So they do something to personally affect me, or they do this in order to negative effect on me. Newsflash, people, it's not about you. That's one of the 4 agreements. Remember, I talked about this before, Don Miguel Ruiz, the 4 agreements. One of those 4 is don't take anything personally. Nothing that somebody else is doing is about you. It's about them. And they do it with typically a positive intention. Now here's a kicker. You may not recognize what their positive intention is. To you, you make it mean something maybe negative. You make it mean, oh, it was hurtful, or hurt my feelings, or I don't get it, or they were being so aggressive towards me, they don't like me. Or you assume that they do like you, and maybe that's not what they're reflecting. So none of what somebody else is doing is because of you. It's because of them. Every human being acts out of a positive intent. No matter what behavior I display is to reach an outcome that is positive for me, ideally. So if my action leads to the result I intended, then I had success. So that's how I define mine. Every human being acts out of a positive intent. That is fairly easy to decipher if you're in your native culture, because behaviors tend to be similar, and it's easier to detect what might be the positive intention of somebody in your natural environment. What are they doing? How is that serving them? Okay, you recognize it. You have a similar cultural background. Abroad, that isn't always as easy. So you are quickly misinterpreting the behavior because you do not easily quickly understand or recognize what the positive intention behind it may be. So what's the antidote? What can you do? You can ask clarifying questions, just like we did with the other agreement, one of the 4, you do not assume. In order to clear up the communication channels, in order to find out what is the why underneath the behavior, you need to build more rapport. You have to deepen the connection. You have to ask really good questions.